pastry flour pots or roasted flour pots, whatever you want to call them. It's a little bit stiff today, a little bit greasy. Be alright. So, right, this here, this stick, this pointer that gives people the heebie-jeebies, that's my guide for height and diameter. So I've got to get the clay up there. It's kind of not an essential part, but when you're doing a lot of different size pots, you kind of need to work to a guide usually. So I bring the clay up down to get it centered. So because it's a bit of a stiffish ball, I'm bringing it up twice, which I don't usually do. But, also this time of year the clay's cold itself, so it makes it stiffer to work. It's a bit of a strange clay. So that's me centered. Trouble with this job, if you get an itch, it's a bit hard to scratch it. So I'm bringing the base out. And compressing it. Starting to pull up now. I'm kind of cupping the clay, but making sure that my hands are wet enough so it can slide through. So, to compress the ribbon. I'm nearly at my full height there. At this moment the clay's probably about that thick. Maybe not quite as thick as that. So I'm making sure the outside is well and the inside. So I've got my metal rib on the outside and my wooden block on the inside. And you might see a collapsed pot this afternoon. So we've got a bit of a wobble on down the bottom. No. Sorry to disappoint you. So with these, I've got to bring enough weight up into the rib in order to split it and make a ribbon of clay for the decoration. So, it's very quiet today. do the decoration now. So I'm using the top end of my finger as we're rolling against the bead of clay. So people want to see this a bit more close up. Unfortunately, that requires a bit of a setup. So that's why you need to subscribe, so that we can make you a bit more in-depth videos, spend a little bit more time explaining a little bit more. So at the moment, the only thing that I'm getting paid for is this pot. So we're back on Little Long Toms, and we've got the cat and the dog here today. So it's the end of the day. Nearly finished these. So these are a 1 pound lump of clay, and ideally you want to do them in 2 or 3 moves. Sorry, 3 or 4 moves maximum. So 1 pull up, very quick to center. And these have got lumps in, so you don't throw them very thinly. They are just, they are what they are, just a little flower pot. I don't measure these because they're all weighed out, and ideally, if you're using the same moves over and over again, in theory the pot shouldn't be that much different. So it's been quite interesting, the comments lately. A lot of people use the term master. I would never call myself a master, you know, I've never been apprenticed. I've worked with a lot of potters, I've worked for a very long time. But there's no, you know, we don't have a system in the UK. We don't have a guild system or anything like that. So there's no sort of check on whether you are actually skilled. And the idea that, you know, 10,000 hours constitutes being a master, I don't know. Depends how good your teaching was, I suppose. I think it's an overused term. You know, as generally potters, we don't really sit exams. Nobody governs our skill level. We don't have any internal bodies that do that, as they do in sort of stonemasonry and other trades or other crafts, in a sense. Yeah, it's a funny term. I would never class myself or, you know, introduce myself as a master potter. I'm a potter, I've had a lot of experience, but that's pretty much it. The rest is a bit twaddle, really. Yeah, it's a funny term.